Hello everyone, today we are going to be writing quadratic equations if we are given the zeros. So yesterday we said that zeros, roots, solutions, and x-intercepts are all the same thing. So zero just means that we are given the solutions. So in order to do this, let's just kind of go back and kind of review what we did yesterday. Yesterday we actually found the zeros. So if I'm given this original equation, my first step was to set it equal to 0. Okay. After that, I factored. Okay. And then after I factored, I set each of these factors equal to 0. And then I solved. Okay. And what we call these, whenever we see x is equal to, that's called root form. Whenever you have x is equal to a number, we're going to call that root form, okay? Whenever you see them set equal to 0 like this, that would be factor form. Okay? And basically, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to start with these roots or these solutions, okay? And we want to create this equation that we should have started with, okay? And we're basically just working backwards. So if I'm told that -3 and -4 are solutions to my equation, okay, I'm gonna start by writing it in root form. Okay, so that would be this right here, x is equal to -3 and x is equal to -4, okay? After I do that, I'm going to write it in factored form. Okay, and factored form just means get 0 on one side. Okay, so this first one, in order to get 0 on one side, I have to add 3 to both sides. So that would be x plus 3 equal to 0. So that's one of my factors. The other one, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I would have x plus 4 is equal to 0. So that's my other factor. Okay, and then after that, we're just going to multiply the factors together. Okay, so right here, one of my factors is x plus 3. My other factor is x plus 4. And then if I multiply those together, I'm going to have x times x, which is x squared. And this is equal to 0 right now. X times 4 is 4x. 3 times x would be 3x. And then 3 times 4 is a positive 12, equal to 0. All right, combine your like terms, we end up with x squared plus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. And then now once we've completely multiplied this together, we're just going to trade in our 0 here for an f of x. So we're going to say f of x is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 12. And there is our quadratic equation. Okay, so that's all we have to do. Okay, we're going to take our roots, write them as x is equal to that number, rewrite it in factored form, and then multiply the factors together. So let's check out some examples of what that looks like here. So first example, it says write the quadratic equation in standard form that has these roots. Okay, so if we have -7 and positive 6 as roots, that means that x is equal to -7 and x is equal to 6, okay? Now, I want the factored form of these things. So basically, I'm just gonna get 0 on one side. So this first one would be x plus 7 is equal to 0. The other one would be x minus 6 is equal to 0, okay? and then just multiply these factors together. So here we have x plus 7 times x minus 6 equal to 0. So x times x is going to be x squared. X times negative 6 is negative 6x plus 7x, and then minus 42, all that's equal to 0. Combine these like terms in the middle, and we have x squared plus x minus 42 equal to 0. So our actual equation that we're looking for is this: f of x is equal to x squared plus x minus 42. And that's it. That is our solution here, or our equation that we're looking for. Okay, let's take a look at another one. So here our roots are 0 and 2/3. Okay, so same thing. Set them equal to x. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2/3. Okay, so we want 0 on one side. We actually already have it here, so that's done. Okay, this one is going to become x minus 2/3 equal to 0. We actually don't want a fraction here. Okay, so what we're going to do is multiply by what the denominator is. So here, in this case, since I have a 3 on the bottom, I'm going to multiply by 3. Okay, so if I do that here, 3 times all of that stuff, that's going to become 3x minus 2 is equal to 0, because 0 times 3 is still 0. Okay, so those are my two factors. My two factors are x and 3x minus 2. So now we are going to multiply those two factors together. So we have x times 3x minus 2. This thing is still equal to 0. So x times 3x is going to be 3x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. So our function here is this: f of x is equal to 3x squared minus 2x. And that's the equation that we are looking for. Okay, here's another one. On this one, our roots are 2 and negative 3/5. Okay, so again, I have x is equal to 2. X is equal to negative 3/5. Okay, so I want to get 0 on one side. So here I have x minus 2 is equal to 0. Over here we have x plus 3/5 is equal to 0. So again, we don't want a fraction, so I'm going to multiply everything by 5 here. Okay, and that's going to be 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x minus 2, 3x plus, or 5x plus 3. Those are my two factors. So multiply those together. X minus 2 and 5x plus 3 equal to 0. X times 5x is 5x squared. X times 3 is going to be 3x minus 10x minus 6, all of that's equal to 0. Combine these like terms, so we have 5x squared minus 7x minus 6 equal to 0. So in function notation, our equation is this: f of x is equal to 5x squared minus 7x minus 6. Okay, and we're done there. Okay, here's one more example. So here my roots are negative 9 and 0. So we have x is equal to negative 9. X is equal to 0, so that's our root form. Our factor form would be x plus 9 equal to 0. So x plus 9 is one of my factors. X is my other factor. So I have x times x plus 9 equal to 0. Multiply those together. X times x is x squared. X times 9 is positive 9x. And then my function is this. F of x is x squared plus 9x. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. That's our goal. You should be able to take roots and write an equation to go with those roots. Okay, so please go to Canvas, check out the assignment for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and that's it. Have a great day.